I was just listening to a guy who was saying something about I don't know, he was saying something about living in your life purpose instead of chasing money. A lot of us, it really had been in our face the whole time. We ran from it. I be wondering though, like that's why we gotta get away. We gotta detach a lot. We gotta detach a lot more than we've been doing from the world because we fail to notice what's in front of us. They say God gonna make paradise on earth. It's gonna be like 10 years or something, so many years of a great time basically. Before I don't know how that go. I need to find it in the Bible. But anyway, if you really sit there and think about it, instead of thinking so supernatural about it, which it is supernatural, but it is and it ain't. One thing my father told me, no matter what he give me, it will take work. I mean, it's just gonna take work, spiritual, physical, whatever. It's gonna take work. So you look at it on a reality, like look at it like not reality, but I can't even remember the word. But anyway, paradise on earth, what would that be? It would be get rid of all the poverty, y'all. Slowly. Not slow as we going now, but start putting in work and helping others. And as we build each other, some of us left hoods, you made millions of dollars that would have took you the money you spent on necklaces, you could have rebuilt your whole hood. So it's just like simple the stuff, bro. And then I heard some of y'all get money from people and they tell you what to do with the money. I get away from them. It ain't even working. That ain't even working. I get on away from them. That's just a hindrance. But so that, like for me, I would start with the government, helping the government in this situation. Cause you talking about a major change, it would be catastrophic if it changed too fast. So I would get my best, instead of having all these people hack everybody and steal from everybody, I get these people because they're good with technology. I come up with a strategy plan because it's going to be online currency after a while. It's probably just going to be online currency. So while that's coming into effect, we need to change with it. We need to evolve with it. Regardless, ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't no sense in nobody fighting about it. Ain't no sense in nobody going crazy about it. That online currency is gonna take over. It's gonna come. And when it comes, everybody needs to be ready for it. Ain't no sense in waiting for it to get here and say, your money don't look right in the bank and it ain't worth as much as it was. You're gonna get mad at the people. That's I don't know what's really postponing the change in that situation, but I can pretty much guess that's probably one of them. They're scared of how the people will react. But if we move together, it won't be that bad. Now the problems with this is the fact that keeping people poor and rich, though, that ain't gonna work. We gotta figure out a way to where cause people gonna get money. It's easy to get rich. Like somebody told me and they were dead. They said, it only take one day to get rich. So why you gonna spend your whole life chasing something that it only take one day to get rich? And when I heard that years ago from a dead person that was dead, they were gone. They told me that when I was in and out of the realm, I kept going having them near-death experiences. That dude told me that Jameson guy, whoever that is, he been protecting me, Jameson something. I be feeling like it's the same one in the Bible. But I ain't even gonna say he was dead, but he definitely did. powerful or something about it. 'Cause he been in my life since I was a baby. But anyway, I think I got him out the air. I'm talking about. Anyway, anyway, so I mean, if you look at it in a reality, making the whole world paradise, it ain't gonna be no more slums. There ain't gonna be no more of that. And the key is how you gonna get people to work when everybody got enough money not to work. You know, I even think about that. I don't think about it much because I'm sure it'd be easy. It'd be like a light switch basically. When they were gonna make robots to help plant job workers and farmers, I thought they were gonna have one, like they weren't gonna actually fire the people. I thought they were gonna have the people control the robot just with a button. It won't be so much work for the people, and that way work wouldn't be so bad. I thought that's what it was gonna happen. I didn't know they were gonna just fire the people and save money and make money. That'd be relevant. But that's the key though. Like, why? How would you get people to work when they feel like they ain't gotta work? The only thing I noticed from studying energy, I noticed there's certain people that love certain things. There's certain people that love the sewage, you know. There's certain people that love that kind of stuff. There's certain people that love doing things that's weird, you know, to a different, you know, I ain't gonna say a normal person, but there's certain people just love things that you feel like people wouldn't work to do, don't want to work, nobody want to work to do. Some people do. Some people love to do it. And you just gotta find those people and put them in their place. Like they ain't nothing programmed here. You just gotta find the program. And they're gonna keep doing it anyway because they love to do it. And so it's almost like putting everybody where they need to be. Putting everybody where they need to be when you do that. But that's what's called, the reason why I say all that though, I feel like that's what's blocking us from coming to my people, from being able to save our hoods and slums. But when you look at what it says in the Bible, and that time is coming up now, where it be paradise on earth, then that would mean it ain't no hood and slums. It ain't no more poverty. So, what will people have to work at is the key. I said agriculture, because agriculture is so, like in heaven, plants and stuff grow without you planting seeds. So I don't know if nobody gotta pick them. I'm sure they don't, but if that was here, then you would need somebody. If plants is growing like that, you would need people all the time to pull it out the ground and get it back ready and stuff. So that'll keep people working. So it's really about the issue of this currency thing. If everybody got money, it would be catastrophic, like. But what we doing, like, it's like, that's when you gotta separate the fact that we got attention. Is it we doing this for attention, or we doing this because we like to do it, doing this to stay busy? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people just in the place. A lot of people just doing stuff that ain't nobody doing. First and foremost, too many people doing what they don't want to do, whether it's rich or not. There's too many people doing what they don't want to do. You have to be in a think tank for that, man. You have to be with some incredible people. And they would literally have to be not just your government folks, there have to be actually normal people involved in that actually work, do hard labor and everything. And y'all will have to come up with a complex way that would solve something that's very complex. But once you get it, you got it. Or you can just get with you can get with 2 or 3 real conduits and talk to God if you want to take that shortcut. If God tell you, God, bro, we're going to give you that answer, because that's like a big deal. But, you know, it's like The whole world will have to come up with this. But anyway, getting off that because it's a headache for me. Uh, that seemed like it'll be a huge block for my people because that's common sense. If everybody rich and got money, man, it's gonna be catastrophic to businesses. So it won't be catastrophic to the world. No, it'll actually benefit the world, but it'll be catastrophic to businesses. The best thing I can say right now to people who selling clothes, cars, get all the money you can and start getting to the point where you're ready to retire in it, preparing to retire in it. And rather that time come in your window of time in your life or not, it might not come in your lifetime, it might come in your child lifetime because the future gonna come. It's inevitable. So change is gonna come. You can't keep killing change. You can't keep boxing it up, sacrificing it. That ain't gonna work. That's what's causing the energy in the earth to be off balance. Because it's hate. You gotta look at the negative and the positive energy that we can't see, like we breathe air. So you have to look at that. And if that's gonna always, as long as we keep torturing one another, that's gonna always be affected by that. And at this point, it done been affected too much to the point where we can't even do it no more. Everybody's stuck. Should we kill him or should we not kill him? Nah, man. I was just saying anybody. Like, we done lean so much on destroying change that it's to the point now we all know, rich and poor, that we gotta embrace it. We all know it. Like I said, the key is how to get people to still work. I think it's the leaning towards agriculture. We need our trees back. We need a new blueprint, y'all. We need a whole earth new blueprint that's actually gonna save the agriculture and people have everybody a place to stay, their own space. Like I said, I wish we could still be a pyramid because that would have saved a ton of room. But now everybody done got so used to their own space, but that ain't good neither though. I read somewhere or somebody in the Astro told me, y'all ain't smart or something. I heard that. I think a spirit told me that. They say y'all ain't smart. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all built the technology to separate y'all. We didn't do that. We could have, but we didn't do that. We made sure that it's like just, when they were talking to me, I just imagined a pyramid with a bunch of people living in it. And let's say it's a technology room in the pyramid. Everybody went out of the rooms and went to the technology room or whatever, or they went to wherever, laundry room, the pyramid, whatever. And they socialized, went to the gym, whatever. Hell, I don't know. I don't know. But I was trying to figure out what they meant by that. But he was like, that right there was detrimental to y'all. But yeah, so far as people getting on their path, go ahead and get on your purpose though, because you're going to need all the training. You're going to have to be remodified in the furnace, bro. You're going to have to be remolded. So this moment will come. And when it get here, we need to be prepared for it, and it's going to take you a long time. At best, 5 years, at best. But I heard they can last up to 10 years. Remolded somebody in the furnace like that. I heard it could take up to 10 years, because you're talking about self-awareness, you're talking about attitude changing, you're talking about, I wish I had the words for all this stuff. I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't got the word to tell y'all. But it's changing everything. It's changing everything about you, in and out. And right now we being blocked by little witches and demons and stuff. They all in the way. They want to shake the booties. And nothing but just shake the booty. Have fun. Some people just want to keep doing drugs. And I know y'all tired, growing up and like, I know y'all tired of it, man. Y'all tired of it. And whatever chemical you got to count. When it get to that point where you still doing something that you don't know you probably done overdid, that's called a chemical imbalance. And the best way to solve that is to get off the chemicals. And I done helped a lot of women. I ain't gonna say a lot, but a few women that way. But it's men or women, but like I said, I deal with women. And it's just as many women come up to me as men that come up to me and ask me how was I able to maintain myself, hold myself in a row without overdoing it. I tell them, filter your body, get rid of all them chemicals. One girl, she had a problem and she admitted she had a problem. She was like, I got the heat, bro. I can't be still. I said, well, get off the drug and see what happens. She did it. She didn't want to get off the drug, but she tested it. And when she got off that drug, she didn't want to deal with nobody. She barely wanted to deal with her own man. She got back on the drugs, of course. But she seen what the problem was. So it's like you gotta filter, you gotta get off the chemicals. You gotta get off the alcohol or whatever, triggering that spot. It's always something triggering it. It's normally a chemical imbalance. I don't know, y'all. I hope I helped y'all to get off it though. Cause I know y'all don't like to hear that, cause I go in on that, so y'all be like, oh man, blah 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 etc. But like it's real big issues ahead that we need to be focused on. And one of the major problems is some of the main honchos that we need focused on that is focused on the wrong thing. They just all over the place. And boy, they doing more damage than good. They definitely in the way. I don't know, I hope this helps someone. But yeah, getting on your purpose is easy, really. It's about if you know the wrong your parents do. And some of y'all may not even be into what your parents do, which is a plus, but you might got friends and associates, or you might be in an environment that love to do what your parents used to do. Well, you abstract yourself in a way where they look up to you. And it ain't about you telling them to change. It's about you showing them you changed. And God gonna bless you because you changed, and then others will follow.